talk about the VOD and the silver screen. Kevin and Tom and Joe know all there is to know, from masterpieces to deep fried tacos. And if the movie sucks, you might hear them say, there's no telling where the guys will take you. Get ready for a spoiler. Won't say it twice, cause we already warned you. Better watch out, it's gonna ruin the plot. Real spoilers. Real spoilers. Real spoilers.
Broadcasting from the lush but not lavish studios located in the basement of the O'Keefe Institute for Advanced Film Snarkitude, this is Real Spoilers, episode 908, Insidious, Furt of the Outer.
Insidious 6.
Yes, I totally forgot
60th.
there was a 4.
So we'll get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we always, that's what we do.
That's right.
Why would we not?
Just
What else
say
would we do?
4 doesn't have anything to do with anything.
What would we do? Just sit around and talk about the history of Miller High Life for 10 minutes?
And the
What?
stubby bottles?
What? Of course we're gonna
Shameless
get
plug.
into it.
Check out
If
the
you're
Patreon.
a Patreon listener, you'll get that
You
joke.
might know. So let's go around the table and everyone can introduce themselves.
It's me, Matt.
This is Joe.
And this is Tom. Kevin is out this week because
Salsa.
he is weak.
He's a weenie.
He was too scared.
He's too freaked out.
He's like, this one looks scary.
I don't like it.
I can't do it.
I don't want to do it.
So, so before
After he tried to get us to watch the, he was at it big time, like to me at least, the summer
Cream
camp.
Man?
No, the summer camp.
Can't me
Oh.
asthma.
Yeah. He's like, we should do that one. I was like, if you think you can get Tom to go see that movie,
I had a screener link. I
Oh,
could've
really?
just watched it.
Oh.
But
this one is going to be better for the conversation.
this one is
I think Insidious will be than the other one.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was. I know it's from the same way they did the TV Glow movie,
it is.
which
I did not think
was
anything special.
it was fine. Like I know people like lost their minds.
Did you like it? Did you see that?
I liked it.
Yeah. No, a lot of people did.
I like their first one.
What was their first one?
It was the internet trend thing, and the girl was doing it. And is
Unfriended?
No. And you're like, is it real? Is it not real?
I have no idea.
Then, well, I don't either. I don't know.
Was it it wasn't like a VHS entry. It was like its own movie.
Mhm.
Interesting.
It was less surreal. It was surreal.
But less.
We're all
surreal.
going to the World's Fair.
Cool, brother. You got me on that one.
Yeah,
you
you in
literally
1984.
You literally have a phone that will tell you what it is.
Hey, man, we're in the pod right now.
He's like, I'm focused.
I-
Unlike Tom, who's sitting here with a laptop and a phone.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just need to keep myself occupied while you two talk about Insidious. So before we dig in, shameless plugs, let's knock these out. Don't forget we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn. Wherever you find a podcast, you can find us, although hopefully not iHeart.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean, if you're listening there, fine. But, like, just think about your life choices.
Correct.
That's all I'm
Correct.
saying.
It's an interesting platform to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Watch what I mean. I'm like, oh, now we're gonna kick off of there.
I
I'm
know, like,
will it matter?
who cares?
I don't know.
Look, all my subscriptions are already there. I don't want to have to move everything.
So, don't forget you can leave us a review. We like that a lot. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group. We have titled the group the League of Show Sharers because we were hoping you will share an episode. People who were kind enough to share an episode last week include Librarian Cynthia, Brendan McGuckin, Jason McLean, Chris Magic Man, Tom Dowdy, Ralph Tribble, Richard Krotzer, Gabriel Lugo, Tammy Lynn Powers Betts, Heather Sachs, Taylor Ward, David Rojas, Matt Neglia, In Session Film, Geek to Me Radio, Mike and Oscar, Cinema Recall, Ryan Terry, The Nostalgia Cast, Colby Mack, Ronnie Castle, Batman Rye Guy, The Kryptonian Orphan, Alliterative Alias, and Joe's Weird Beer.
Attaboy.
So,
attaboy.
also, don't forget you can check out the Patreon, where there might even be a little extra
There
something.
might be.
Who knows? If Kevin feels up to it. And then it's $5 a month. You get ad-free episodes, and you get bonus content, and we like you extra.
And SNL's done, so those are all up there.
Yes, our take on it.
Yes,
SNL
correct. SNL
continues.
movies. SNL, yes, we'll
Yes.
always continue.
There'll be a nuclear war, and we will have
More
cockroaches
SNL.
and SNL.
what?
Cockroaches might be hosting SNL.
Lauren's still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then, of course, finally, don't forget you can watch all of these over on the YouTube. So there's all that. Let's dig in, shall we?
So sometimes when you get a franchise that gets to number 6, they are in the weeds for a couple movies, and number 6 turns it around.
No.
And you're like, oh, all right, this is pretty good. This is not bad.
This was fine.
I think they at least tried to do something different.
It was way better than the last one. The red
Oh,
door.
the red door.
The red door was dumb.
That's true. He's right.
That one is weird because it doesn't feel like an Insidious movie. It feels like everybody wanted to come back and like work on the that movie's so strange because
What it feels like is Patrick Wilson wanted to direct
Yeah.
a movie.
Yeah.
and so
James Wan's like,
they
I got
were
one.
like, if you star in it, we'll let you direct it.
that one is so strange because they in 2, right? They make Dalton and Patrick Wilson's character forget the events. They go in there and they erase their memory or hide their memories of the events
They
of
go
part 2.
into where?
The further.
Into the further.
Into the further.
She took it into the further.
I do say that a lot. in
Into
this
the
movie.
further and out of the further.
Out of the further.
And home before dark.
Correct.
That's for my theater kids out there.
Oh, okay. Rose Byrne in that movie, in the last one, is like not nice to Patrick Wilson, and it's like, you know what happened to him. You know that you've blocked his memories. You know why he's the way he is, but we're still gonna be mad at him for being like distant and disconnected. Like
Women, am I right?
I mean, not all the time, but
Well-
in that instant.
Because Mary Jane was mad
Yeah.
at Peter, and we were all
See?
like, we get it.
Yep, we understand. But in
So-
this one, no.
But if Rose Byrne had done it when she was like 25 instead of 45, it would be okay.
She's still a good-looking lady.
I know. I'm just being a dick for the sake of it. So we all know that like I'm not a huge horror guy.
Sure.
I don't hate them. Like if a horror movie's really good,
If it works, it works.
I can like it. Like some people just hate genres. And so it doesn't matter if you show them, somebody hates Westerns. You can show them the best Western of all time, not to
Yeah.
be confused with The Hotel.
That's interesting. That actually, I'm not a fan of rom-coms. But
Like
I
at all?
saw the most delightful film the other day called One Night Only.
Shut up.
You guys, and it makes you think. It makes you think too. On top of just being so cute. Anyway,
He just wants to be in the room when I'm that mad at a movie. He's like, I
don't
want
blame
to,
him.
I want to
It was
experience
great.
this live.
It
gotta
was
see
so
this
good.
thing.
It was so good.
But like some people, like it doesn't matter if you show them The Searchers or
Yeah.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. There's just like there's a horse and a hat. I don't like it.
Right.
And so I'm not like that with really any genre. But I thought the first Insidious movie was really good.
The first 2 were really good.
And I thought the second one was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was so clever. And because I remember I was just like, oh, we should watch these. I was watching them with Sydney because she likes horror movies. And so I watched the first one. I was like, oh, I thought this was going to be stupid. And that was fun. And then the second one, I was like, okay, now it's just going to be cash grab. And I was just like, that's really smart. Like was not expecting them to put this much effort into the second one.
Right.
And then
and did it leave you going, but what happened before this?
Yes. And then I don't really I remember the third one was a prequel.
3
And
is Lee Winnell's like directorial debut.
And I remember in my head, I don't remember much of it, but I remember walking away going, that was still good.
It's 3 is good.
Yeah. And then I honestly forgot the fourth one existed.
Uh-huh.
And
That's the one where you went, I know what happened before, but like what? Just a little bit.
what happened
more.
right in between the before but the
knows?
now.
Yeah,
like
that's Keyface is the demon in 4.
okay. And then the Red Door I absolutely remember because it was really stupid.
It was really stupid.
And I was just like, oh, they need to stop this.
It's tough because I think there's a story there. I think there's something you could tell where Dalton and Patrick Wilson's memory have been wiped.
Yeah.
And this thing is trying to break through, and both of them, I think there is a story to be told about that.
Yeah.
Like, 10 years later.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that wasn't it.
It was not executed very well at all.
I think these horror movies, the franchises that go on for so long. Like when you're going, oh, there's a new horror movie, I want to go see it. If you didn't, you gotta watch a recap. It's weird. Like I know Saw does this, and it's so shocking to me that they would hang on to the mythology so hard.
Saw is wild. Like
Yeah.
I think most franchises. I just rewatched Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2,
Oh,
one,
well,
and,
that-
one
there
and
you
2.
go.
But then when you get to 3, you're like, well, this has nothing. Like even
No.
the names of the family is different. And then you get to 4, and it's like, wait, they're part of the Illuminati? Like, what the hell's happening?
I love that movie.
And like Matthew
crazy.
McConaughey and Renee Zellweger are in this movie.
Well, and I kind of think Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in some sense, to me, does it right because you can just go, oh, okay, it's weirdos in the woods killing people. That's what I'm gonna get from this.
yeah.
But in Insidious on 6, me and my lover, we watched.
What's her name?
Courtney.
Oh, okay.
My beautiful, perfect lover. We're watching this recap, going, oh right, okay, right, because he forgot at that point.
Correct.
And that happened because when Elise and they called about that.
Yes.
And then the Warrens aren't. They're not this. That's not this at all. That's not this.
That is weird that Patrick Wilson does have 2 franchises that are basically the same thing, and he's the kind of the same character in both of them.
Right. Like, and I do. I mean,
By the way, Warrens are pieces of
oh, yeah.
They are the worst of the worst.
and
They are
Elvis,
grifters.
They are grifters to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And Elvis,
he's a pedophile.
Elvis is a pedophile.
Yeah, they're both Ed Warren and Elvis, both pedophiles. Elaine Warren.
Some people think Ed Warren is Elvis.
Whoa.
That's right.
Actually, Patrick Wilson could pull them both off.
Oh no.
I mean, he could. He can
Okay.
sing. He sings Elvis in The Conjuring.
Yeah. So this one kind of does, we're starting kind of a new thing, but then when Elise shows up, it's such a like, oh, cool.
There was a moment where when they go into the further, and I was like, well, we're gonna see Dalton or Patrick Wilson,
Yeah.
like somebody. I forgot. I thought in the 5th one that Patrick Wilson stayed behind,
He started to,
right?
but then he
get-
painted it.
Oh, okay.
He saw a black door and he wanted to paint it red.
The fact that song
No,
is not.
no, it was a red door and he paints it black.
Oh, okay.
It is.
The
I thought
fact
you
that
get sued for
song
that.
is not in that movie.
They couldn't afford it.
That's probably true. They
They
got a
spent all-
ghost song.
They spent all the money to bring Patrick Wilson back.
That's true. And direct
Well, but what if we had like a really slowed down orchestral
cover.
version of it?
That's Kevin's favorite. It's his
Yeah.
favorite thing.
He loves the sleepy, ironic covers.
That's right. So at least with this one, it was kind of like, okay, you guys know what this is. We're going to introduce a new character that has new powers. Where Dalton and Patrick Wilson's character could fall asleep and just go in there. This one, they can pull a
can-
Freddy Krueger.
She can bring things in and out, physical
Correct.
things in and out. Now, I have to give the movie credit, although it was a bit of a head scratcher as to why
They gave it credits.
they.
at the very end.
I always leave before that.
There's a post-credit sequence too.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't around for that. I thought as soon as they introduced this, right?
The in and out thing.
Hey
now.
Yeah. I'll go into your further.
I can't go any further. What are you talking about?
Well, speak for yourself.
All right.
So as soon as they introduced the idea that she could bring
Oh,
things
I was
in,
thinking of burgers. Freaks.
as soon as you could bring things in and out of the burger.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought for sure, this is how they're going to finally bring Elise back.
I thought so too.
So
I 100%
because
thought that.
You know that they killed her
In one.
and they were like, "Oh, son of a bitch."
Well, I will
we
say
didn't think she
She's
was
been
gonna...
dead
James-
since John Kramer's been dead and
yeah,
Saw.
James Wan did
He
say
made a few more, but-
there are 2 versions of that first movie. One where she does die and one
Yeah.
where she doesn't. And
And they
he
were
was
like,
like,
"Whoops."
he goes, "I really don't want to kill you like in this movie, but then I realized it's ghosts. I can bring you back whenever I want."
Yeah.
And so you're right. In this one, I was like, well, this is how they bring her back into the.
Yeah.
But they don't explain, like, if they pull something out of the further and bring it back into the real world, they're zombies.
Are
Oh,
they?
I mean,
I don't. I mean,
Who
the
knows?
way
I don't
these
know.
ghosts are acting when they bring them out,
But they're like,
Oh, they're gremlins, but they're like in the further.
but
I guess
they're-
that's true.
They're
Wacky.
like, they're like bad ghosts.
That's true.
She's a good.
She's a good ghost.
She's like
And
Casper.
Yeah.
Does Elise live there?
Have I shared my theory on Casper the Friendly Ghost?
That he's Richie Rich?
No,
Oh.
he's an aborted fetus.
Oh. Oh my God.
So
I thought it was that he did 9/11.
I mean, so
I
I
do
mean,
have a shirt that says Bush did 9/11.
you know, his fingers aren't fully formed. In the early ones, he's got that little thing at the top of his head, right?
Huh.
And so I think Casper
So
the
you
Friendly
think
Ghost.
the whole thing is like a pro-life?
Yeah, I think he's an
Interesting.
aborted fetus.
Yeah, you never. It's, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make that movie. I'm for it.
I mean, once it hits public domain,
Oh my God.
We could
We are
probably get,
doing it.
What is it? Angel Pictures, maybe to do it.
crossover with like Winnie the Pooh, Honey Hunter,
Honey or
Yeah.
Popeye the Axe Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popeye the Slayer
Winnie,
Man.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Blood
That's
and
what it's
Honey, that
called.
was it.
That's crazy that
Yeah.
exists. Wait until 2028 when Superman and Batman, like 1938 versions, go
Yeah.
public domain, and it's like, oh my God.
He's got to have purple gloves, but
That's 1930.
But
That's
he's killing.
2029.
oh, so I can already make.
No, 2029 is when you get Purple Gloves Batman.
Oh, okay,
2028
okay.
is when you get Superman with no powers.
Like, he could jump.
He can
really
jump
high.
real high, and that's
He's
about
basically
it.
an acrobat.
That's exactly it. Yeah, like these. It is interesting that we've had a couple, maybe 3 movies that have kind of tried to do their own Nightmare on Elm Street without doing a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So like you had the Black Phone 2, which was 100% a Nightmare. I swear to God, I think those guys wrote a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and they're like, look, we can't do this
Let's
because of the
repurpose
rights.
it.
Yes, that whole scene when
Like
the
when they
grabber
killed the
is
dad on Good Times.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
When they killed the dad on Good Times.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be an All in the Family script.
Oh, really?
Carol O'Connor went on strike, a one-man strike, because he wanted more money.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so there's, if you ever watch the show, there's like in the 4th or 5th season, there's like, the beginning of the season, there's like 4 or 5 episodes where Carol O'Connor's character Archie is visiting family,
Oh,
and he's not on the
interesting.
show.
Okay.
And he's holding out, and so finally they wrote a script and called Archie Dies. And they sent it to Carol O'Connor, and they're like, if you don't come back this week, this is what we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back that week. And then when John Amos started to get frustrated with Good Times, justifiably so,
Sure.
because he signed on to do a show about a black working class family, and he's like, oh, I like this because there's a central father figure, and you don't get this a lot. And then it turns into the Jimmy Walker show.
Yep.
And Jimmy Walker leans into a lot of like really broad stereotypes about black people, and John
Sure.
Amos is like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't want to do this no more. They actually repurposed the script where Archie Bunker got killed off
Oh, and just
for-
reuse it for Good Times?
and turned it into a Good Times episode and killed off John Amos's character. Spoilers for
How long?
Good Times.
How long into that show was he there before they?
I think he did like 3 seasons.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think.
Yeah,
it
right.
was. I think so. I think this is the beginning of like the 4th season. Yeah.
But yeah, Black Phone. Like, there's the whole scene where the grabber is ice skating, and I was like, this is Freddy Krueger. Like, this is 100% something Freddy Krueger would do in Nightmare 6.
This was a To Die For sequel.
Yeah, right.
This was supposed to be Nicole Kidman.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
And then there was another one where I was like, this is a nightmare.
This is also kind of a poltergeist movie.
It is kind of.
They go in and out of
Yeah.
the thing, right?
Yeah,
They got to
yeah,
drag
yeah.
people back
The
out.
further it's called.
And then
Correct.
at the end, the house,
house
completely
disappeared?
disappears.
I
Well,
thought
it doesn't disappear. It goes into the further.
Okay,
That's disappearing.
it's
The cop told me because I was sitting there going, "What's
What?
going on?"
I was
when
like,
that-
is this an End of Oak Street crossover?
when the house disappeared. I was like, yeah, I've seen this movie. This is the
Yeah.
exact ending
Yeah.
of Poltergeist.
Does Elise live in the further?
Well, she's dead,
I know,
so
but
I
is
guess
that her?
Yeah, I think she's got like a little.
Or does she like go to the further and then she's like does whatever she does and then she's like, well, I'm going back to heaven now.
so she in the first
Gotta wait till
movie,
Insidious 7.
seven, yeah,
Insidious.
another prequel. in the first one, she's the conduit, right? Where they put like the weird gas mask thing
sounds
on
right.
her, and where in this one they're like, we're not doing the gas mask. Well, you can use headphones. That's which I also thought was very funny. Is that they make a big production in the first two movies about you get Lee Winnell and the other guy who have to like do all this different scientific
Spit and twig or whatever.
spit and twig. That's what they're called from now on. They've got to do all these different lights, and they've got to put her in this gas mask, and she's got to like scribble real hard.
It turns out they just had a fetish.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
Because in this one, it's like just put these headphones on and listen to this quiet music. And she's
headphones
like, got
and
it.
grapefruit. That's all you need.
Yeah, the grapefruit. I was like, what are
then
we doing?
It was very weird.
And the thing is, Gemma's what I would call a conduit.
Yes.
Or a
Gemma.
courier. I'm
Gemma
so
is
sorry.
Gemma is a courier.
There are conduits. She's a courier.
Correct.
That's what I would
Not
call
a traveler like Dalton.
People are travelers.
like Dalton.
And she's a traveler.
But she's also
She's also
a courier.
Is a courier.
Right, you can't be a courier without being a traveler.
correct.
All travelers are couriers, but not all couriers are.
You got it.
Yes.
You got it.
No.
If you're
No.
a courier without being a traveler, that's called a hoarder.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
she is as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, but look, hey, people might say, don't think about it too much, but I'm really hung up on, is Elise just now standing in a black void, just like going like, well, I guess.
I mean, her husband is there. Her husband's in the further.
Also, the thing I thought is that maybe you ever like, oh man, we went to Des Moines, disgusting. Oh, and then people go like, really? Where'd you stay? And they're like, oh, over on Oak Street. And they're like, oh, well,
You had to stay over
can't
here.
go. And maybe that's the East St. Louis of the further that we see. We never see
we don't
nice.
see the nice part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, Elise just goes like, well, done here. I'm going to go home to my nice place in the further.
She can go back to her house.
She's got a nice little studio apartment.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, she gets to live in her house.
She's
Like,
got her own hot plate.
She had a courier bring her house.
bring her house. Yeah. Can you go over there and just bring my house into the?
All I got to
further?
do is hang on to the.
She's got a monopoly
door
on
handle.
DoorDash.
She does
with
She's-
all those couriers.
That's right. It's just her.
She's got it down.
She's So yeah. So this they do. The problem is these movies have tried to imitate James Wan's style, right? I think he directs 1 and 2.
I don't recall.
He for sure directs 1.
Yeah,
I'm
he
almost
directs the
positive
first
he directs
two,
the second one,
and then they bring in.
Lee Winnell does
Winnell.
the third one.
They let him or her. I honestly don't know.
It's him.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee Winnell directed.
He's Spit or Twig.
Yeah,
okay.
He
Yeah, that's right.
He wrote and directed. He wrote Saw.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we'll let you."
He directed
feet
The
wet.
Invisible Man.
Yeah,
That was him.
that was good.
It was great. He directed The Wolf Man.
I mean, nobody bats 1,000.
That's your new Professor X.
Yeah.
Is that guy?
Lee Winnell,
No, the
No.
guy that's in The Wolf Man.
Wolfie.
Wolfie.
What
Yeah,
you call
right.
him.
Yeah, Wolfie. And then
Jack Nicholson.
Look, here's
David Naughton is in.
here is ultimately the problem with this movie, and honestly, it's not its fault. Here's my theory on this movie, because when the first Insidious came out, right, 2010. Does that sound
Oh man, maybe no,
Fe-
because we did it. Didn't we do it for the show?
right? No, I don't think so.
Oh, really? Okay.
When did it come out? Hang on.
I thought that we did because I feel like I saw that as a double.
2010,
Oh, okay.
2010, 2013, 2015, 2018.
So we did Insidious
well, they
too.
kept making it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it was bold, new, and different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
And now on the heels of Weapons and Obsession and Backrooms, right? This movie feels like going to see Poison after Nirvana came out.
That's a very good analogy.
And it's like Poison still sounds like Poison, but the problem is Poison still sounds like Poison.
And now we've got Pearl Jam.
They're not staring at their
Nirvana.
shoes.
Right.
They haven't like down-tuned their guitars. They're not angsty.
That's I gotta tell you, that might be one of the best
Well,
comparisons.
I
you've
might
made on
even
this
argue that this is like
seen Styx
The-
after Nirvana came out.
the first half of this is like if Poison went on tour with like Mudhoney and had them open, and then Poison comes out when Elise shows up,
Yeah,
and you're like,
right.
oh, that's right, that's what I okay.
Hey, one of Alice in was it Alice in Chains or Soundgarden's first big gigs opening for Van Halen?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh wow! Could you imagine?
But that first, I think it was
Wait,
Soundgarden.
which Van Halen?
I think it was
Sammy Hagar?
Era.
The good
Yeah.
one.
Well, all right.
But like that first Soundgarden record, they're
Eh.
real close to straight up metal.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, we're doing this now."
Yeah,
Okay.
Black Hole Sun hits. You're like,
We,
oh right.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Hang on, let us cut our hair. But
That was Metallica on Load.
well, no, Soundgarden did
No, I
too.
know.
It's just you weren't appalled by it because you didn't really know them the other way.
Correct.
Right?
When Metallica does it in '96, you're like,
You're like,
you
"Fuck,
sell
They made a
out."
big thing about
Might
it.
as well
too.
put on a shirt and tie.
My favorite is the fact that the lead guitarist of Alice in Chains like called them out on stage when Alice in Chains was doing that Unplugged album or that
Oh,
the
right,
MTV
right,
Unplugged.
right.
Metallica
Friends don't
sitting.
let friends cut their
Friends
hair.
don't let friends get friends haircuts because Metallica was in the front row.
Yeah.
and they had all cut their hair, and Load was about to come out. And
They were
then
just
looked-
like, it's just, we're on the road a lot.
I like.
We
Load.
got to
It's a
bring
good-
shampoo and conditioner. Nobody ever talks about that.
Reload's not so great, but Load
Yeah.
is actually pretty good.
But anyway, yeah, it like there are parts of this movie that really works. I think most of their like horror set pieces
Yeah,
are pretty effective.
they've got some good jump scares.
It's just like it's just kind of like but all the connective tissue is just kind of like whatever.
Anytime once we're in a CG world, it's just so hard for me to care
Yeah.
anymore.
You mean like in the further?
He means
Yeah.
actually what we're living right now.
Yeah,
like
there
the
are moments.
simulation is just getting to me. Not so like the tunnel of cushions.
I thought that was
awesome.
I thought that was great.
I loved that.
Yeah,
Also,
'cause I was
felt like
I,
back rooms.
I love back rooms,
Right.
right? And like, here's the thing: I know that these movies had to have been filmed at roughly the same time, so it's not like
They were stealing ideas.
It's not like they all.
The backroom's been a thing.
Although back rooms
and they
has been a thing on the internet for a
I
long
do
time.
wonder if they're writing this movie and the guy that whoever I don't know who wrote it, but writes kind of a
it's
back
like the
rooms.
guy who directed it's like Jacob something.
Oh,
I
is
think. Jacob Chase,
Okay.
who's not even clickable on Wikipedia.
Well,
Make
no,
of that what you will.
who did you see Strange Darling?
Yeah.
That's the writer of this movie.
Really?
I think.
I like Strange Shark.
Yeah. Maybe maybe I'm wrong.
But also too the way the old people, the followers of
Didn't like it. Creeped me out.
the guy.
Well, isn't that
they're
what you want?
Yes,
You
a
wanna be
million
creeped
percent.
out,
A
but-
million percent.
So then you did like it.
I also don't like teeth stuff.
The dentist stuff was a lot.
That
that's what am I telling the ladies, you know. Now I'm being a pervert. Like,
yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to the show.
Their faces in those like in the cushions and stuff looked very much like the way they do the makeup in Obsession, which is like from a TikTok trend of what do they call like Uncanny Valley
Uncanny
makeup?
Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, I like the idea of big Hollywood like learning.
Right, new
things.
tricks, and but it does feel kind of like, oh, this is what the kids like.
Yeah, but it was
Yes.
good. The cushion thing was cool.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of the best scene of the movie because it does remind me of back rooms.
Well, and as a
they were like, we need some of that sweet, sweet liminal money.
That's right.
But like back to our music analogy, it is kind of like when those 80s rock bands
Yeah.
tried to put out their alt rock
Correct.
album, right?
And it was like,
Motley
what are you
Crue did
doing?
it, Warrant did it. Like,
but I would say that it is more successful here than
I would agree.
that.
Sorry,
and
JT
I would-
Molnar wrote The Long Walk.
I would also say if you go back and listen to those records,
no.
they're much better than you.
I
would-
think you're
you
probably
would
right.
think.
But
Like,
I'm not gonna do it.
yeah, but
I don't think Methods of Mayhem is very good.
No, but I mean, when Motley Crue tried to, especially when they got John Corabi singing because Vince Neil left, and they were like, "What if we had somebody that could actually sing?"
Man, if I paid money to see Motley Crue
Yeah.
today, and Vince Neil got out there,
Hey, dirty little secret, he's always sounded like, like,
he sounds more like now.
dude. I remember buying like a bootleg when I was in high school, and it's always been like the dude has always been out of shape. Even when he was thinner.
When he was
when he was thinner.
I mean, he was
I think
banging Pamela Anderson.
I think he's what? No, that was
him.
Wait.
they both did.
No, wait, who was?
That's Tommy Lee.
Yeah, but who was his? Was Heather? Was it Heather Locklear?
I think that was Tommy Lee too.
I'm almost positive he.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think he's what some people call skinny fat. Like, he's like he's thin, but he's not healthy.
Right.
And like you listen to that record, and it's from like the Shout at the Devil tour. So this is peak Crew.
Oh,
and
sure.
he's like blood, thighs,
Cool.
shoot, kill, looks, kill.
Get me off stage.
Like it's like he can only sing like every fourth word. It's
Yeah.
like trying to listen to Motley Crue and Morse code. But he's always been like that.
Yeah.
So like I just think you were either too young, high, and drunk to notice when you saw
Maybe.
them back then, and now you're not,
Now
or
I'm
you
not.
can handle your high better. But like he's never sounded good, kids.
Yeah.
He's always been studio only, always. And so, yeah, John Corabi was an upgrade.
Interesting.
That's my hot take.
That's a
I
hot
think
take.
if your head gets fat first, you're likely to stay skinnier. This is what happens to me. Anytime I
That's what
gain
happens
any
to
weight,
me?
I feel
No,
like
me-
Oh.
no,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel
Any-
like Ted Kennedy would disagree.
no, well, anytime I gain weight, it just immediately like my jaw disappears and my head gets fat, and then I'm like, I can see it
Oh, no.
immediately. And I think there are people like maybe a Vince Neil,
Yeah.
where it's like their head just looks totally normal and they don't notice
The rest of it.
yeah. And you can just like put on a big shirt.
And now,
you're like,
yeah,
I'm still skinny
there
guy.
there are moments where you look at a rock singer and you're like, yeah, that's about 2x there, bud.
But your head looks normal.
Yeah.
And I think it can really trick you.
You look like an inverse bobblehead. You're a bobblebody.
Bobblebody.
A bobblebody.
Yeah, it's a weeble wobble.
I think in some ways I'm fortunate that my head gets fat first.
That is
You
why
can catch it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
refuse to use a belt that doesn't have belt holes. Like those
What?
braided belts.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
you use, or the belt where it's like the slider thing.
Sure, sure.
And they're like, oh, it's always it's more comfortable. And I was like, yeah, but what happens?
Yeah, I don't know where this thing is supposed to go.
Right, where all of a sudden when I go from the third hole to the second hole, I'm like, we got to do something.
Yeah, right.
And,
Got
and
to
for
do
you
something.
pervs
that-
out there, you're not supposed to go from the third hole to the
No,
second
you can
hole.
go
you
from
go-
second to
no,
third, but
you-
not third to second.
Correct.
But if we were in
I don't know what I'm calling
1,
second,
2,
third.
3. You don't want to go 3.
But
But I'm going 1, 2, 3.
That's what
But
I
if we
would
were
have
in
Yeah,
Germany,
right, so-
I would make your
Sicko.
bunk.
Correct. You can
Yeah.
go 1, 3 or 1, 2.
You can't go 3 to 2.
You cannot go 3 to 2. I mean, you can if she's
Wow.
into it.
This
But
is like math.
Every
Congrats, you just
courier,
made sex boring.
every courier's a traveler.
Yes.
Not every
Traveler is a courier. Correct. So we get I think the opening sequence is really good with a young Gemma like trying to avoid her what we don't assume because we've seen 7 of these movies at this point. There's something wrong with the mom. It's like, yeah, she's
Right.
possessed.
It's
Like,
not her
that's-
fault.
It's not her fault.
I thought
But-
she was going to be a ghost, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was a scary idea. A kid living
That
with
would
their
have been
ghost
actually a better
parent,
yeah.
But-
Like she can see the ghost but can't.
and the ghost doesn't know.
Yeah.
There's
Or
a
she-
movie like that, and it's
Speaking
good.
of Bruce
It's
Willis.
really good.
But we didn't on there.
We
on
did
this
not.
show.
That's
So
right.
they don't know what we're talking about.
But if you subscribe to the Patreon,
Patreon.
you will get that joke.
It will all be made clear.
That's right. It's the same deal where there's a scene where Gemma, as a little girl, is sitting on her bed doing her homework, and they shoot it. It's almost like Obsession, honestly, where like an Obsession when they're in the car, and the way Curry Barker like does that window, you're like, that window's huge. Like something is coming through that window. Where this is kind of similar, where Gemma's sitting on a bed, the door to her bedroom is open, and it's just black space. And I was like, okay, something's coming through that door.
Yeah.
And they do a pretty good job of not having the mom run into the
Right.
door, but like just kind of, you can see just enough where it's like, no, I don't like that. Can you just come through the door, please? Like, can we just end this anxiety dream right now? And of course, the final scene of this like flashback is Gemma's mom is in a shower, and like it is kind of scary.
I like how this is starting.
That's right.
Yeah.
You won't how it ends.
You don't know that.
Where like you can see half of her face, and she just says, "Watch me," and she just slams her head into the brick of this wall, and you hear her fall.
Tile.
I guess
Tile.
it is tile. It's
Don't.
not brick. Yeah, it's tile.
Comment.
Careful,
You
YouTube
hear
comments.
what I thought was her teeth
Yeah,
falling onto the
yeah.
floor, and I was like, okay, we never see her teeth on the floor, but then we jump to Gemma as an adult, as a dental hygienist.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how the blood came out the door though.
That was a lot of blood real fast.
Considering she was standing in the tub, which I don't know
Correct.
if you know this. I don't want to get technical. I know this is not a home improvement show. Tubs are designed to hold liquid.
Correct, but she fell out of the tub onto the floor. But also, a lot of blood real fast made
yeah.
its way to that door.
Yeah,
Uh,
and thick blood.
Thick blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we jump to Gemma as an adult, as an oral hygienist, and I was like, okay.
Also, fun fact: thick blood was my gang name.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Before you lost the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they just called you blood thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Called me Lazorton.
there's this scene is so gross where Gemma is like picking food out of this kid's braces, and I was like, if this is the way this movie's going, gross.
Oh,
Like, yeah, and
I'm in, man.
Oh
This
God,
is.
I don't do. I hate.
I don't know if I've ever seen, because I watched The Dentist. I've watched mouth movies.
Have you watched what's the Dustin Hoffman one?
Marathon Man.
Marathon Man. Is it safe? Holy.
But I don't know if I've ever seen plaque in a movie like that.
It wasn't plaque. It was food.
It was food, but
I'm
like,
like, how did
picking
you
the food out of the braces.
Like you had to make a concerted effort to have your
to
braces
do
be
that
like
going
Yeah.
into like
Yeah.
anytime
Oh.
I go to the dentist, it's like, oh man, I gotta like double down.
But even
on-
then, like that would just irritate you. You can feel that it's there.
Yes.
Like it's just there.
There are
to-
disgusting people.
I guess, and he is a teenager.
he is
so-
a teenager.
I'm sure he got a stern talking to.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Did the other ones have body horror and stuff like this? I don't really remember there being like a gross out.
Not that I recall.
Not this level at all.
Because I feel like I would like these. I would have been more excited to see this.
These came out during the James Wan like Renaissance, like not even Renaissance, like the debut.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like Saw is kind of his coming out party, and then he pivots from Saw, which is 100% torture porn. He pivots from Saw to The Conjuring.
Because what everybody was impressed about The Conjuring is that
there was none.
There was none.
Yeah.
It went. I mean, that's practically a PG-13 movie.
I think it should be a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
Like it. I also think Halloween should be the original Halloween should
Right.
be PG-13.
but yeah, because like those first two Conjuring movies are great. And
Joe
again,
just wants more kids to see Halloween.
I do. I think they should. It's a perfect movie.
Yeah, but I think they should. But I think they should feel like they shouldn't.
Oh no! See, I think that should be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which also could be PG-13.
That's crazy. That movie's so insane. I cannot believe that people think gore is like the only thing that should keep a movie R-rated.
yeah.
The
I
movie's
thi-
traumatic.
What do you mean?
It's just there's bones and everything
There's
everywhere.
bones. You're worried about
And-
bones?
I'm worried about 11-year-olds seeing bones and watching a woman get psychologically tortured.
Okay, that's fair. That ending sequence is fair.
The
With
dinner
them-
scene?
Yeah, the dinner scene is fair.
I can
That's legit.
understand why a 9-year-old shouldn't see
I
that.
gotta tell you,
I did go
since-
down a couple years just to make my. I'm exaggerating my point.
I don't know why a 5-year-old. Rewatching that at 44, I've now caught the humor of that movie.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very funny.
a very funny movie. The scene when the truck driver pulls over and sees Leatherface like coming, he's like that
Yeah.
and like starts running, and I was like, yeah, I get it. I get it, brother.
I think it's a very disturbing movie. Halloween, not so much. I think you see Halloween first.
I would agree with that.
Okay,
I think you should see Psycho first.
sure.
Yeah, and then you can watch Halloween, then you can watch Scream. That's the way I think you should do it, because then you get all the references when you get to
Oh,
Scream.
that's okay. All right.
That's what I did with my kid. She was like, I want to watch Scream. I was like, that's fine. We have to watch
But that's
Psycho
not where you
first.
start.
Yeah, we started Psycho.
I won't
get it.
Then we'll go to Halloween.
I don't want mom calling CPS on me.
Then we'll get to
I
Scream.
gotta show these to you in the right order.
I remember when we watched The Red Door, thinking, I thought that the monsters in this at least looked cool.
So you had
In
the
the old
red
ones.
face demon.
Yeah,
In the
he's so
first
fan.
one.
But then in The Red Door, I truly felt like Fright Fest Six Flags performers.
I think
so
it is wild
awful.
in this one. It's a crazy callback where they're like, all those demons that you liked from 1 through 5, we're bringing them all back. So you get to see the woman in black. Well, it's not a woman, but the person in black. You see Keyface. You see the woman with the shotgun. You see,
and she's one of the ones that's like, this is goofy.
It is. She's the one like I think she's in 2 or
I don't
3.
remember.
She's in one of them.
Yes.
She
loved shotguns.
And she shotgunned her family.
And now she's out looking for shotguns.
And now she's looking for people to shoot in the face. Maybe it's 3. I don't remember. Because 2. So 1 is red face.
Demon.
2 is the. Oh man,
See, I want to say it's the hat guy, but that's
No,
the Conjuring.
Oh, yes, that's Conjuring 2.
Okay.
But the bride in black is the person that is like trying to take when Patrick Wilson is possessed. It's that person.
Yes.
So maybe 3 is the shotgun lady. 4 is Keyface.
Right.
5 they go back to the red-faced demon.
Yeah. And the demons and the ghosts all hang out together.
Apparently,
With there seems to be no hierarchy.
there's no higher. Well, there is until there isn't, right? Because the guy in this one is like the Clyde Drexel. That's not true. He's a basketball player. It's fine. CD, whatever that is. Like it's on the rings.
Right. He's just a ghost, right? But
he was a cult leader.
Right. Maybe
Now that is it. I do think that is an interesting story, right?
Oh, that reminded me kind of. Did you see that movie in the police station?
I did.
When there's 2
The
of
Last
them.
Shift.
Yeah.
That's good.
Did you watch them both?
No. I watched the first one.
There's a lower budget one, and then they remade it
with
with a higher budget.
I watched the lower budget one. Maybe.
You might not be.
Is it a girl?
It's very similar, but it reminded me of that a little bit.
Yeah,
And I like
The Last Shift is a good.
Actually, if you had a lot of the cult, I think it's the newer one.
Is that a sequel to Night Shift?
No,
I'm just
it's
jumping back
very
in
different.
from the bathroom break.
Oh, you're definitely getting the cult and the backstory of that.
There's
thing.
more of that, I believe, in the kind of remake,
Okay.
and it's by the same guy. The same guy remade
Well, I appreciate that then too.
it. I
liked the movie a lot. So yeah, in this one we've got a guy who is a cult leader who has had some interaction with the Further.
And maybe he's earned status through that. That puts him
maybe.
above a red or gold.
Well, he does.
There's a gold.
There was a gold. I was like, wait, no, he was red face. Why is he gold now?
That's for part 7.
That's his dad. That's red face's dad.
Yeah.
It's the gold face. Where he's leading this cult and he says, if you let me kill you, I can bring you back. So he's had some sort of interaction with the Further, or I don't know. They don't really explain, maybe they do and I wasn't paying attention, how he knows that he can bring these people back.
He's what I call something, probably. There's probably a word. I'm sure Elise has a word.
He's an expositionist.
He is. And it's I got to say, it's a good looking design. Like I like they've always had pretty good design with the exception of Shotgun Lady.
I guess he looked okay. I thought his voice was stupid. Overproduced. Like,
Man, he sounds, you know who he sounds like? This is the Freddy Krueger thing. He sounds like Jackie Earl Haley's Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like. Is that Jackie Earl Haley? Like, did they just get him to do this again? So basically we find out that these 3 elderly folks that have been circling this neighborhood are like the conduits for this guy in the Further.
Do you think they were sitting in there rewinding that tape? Is she here? No. Go back. She's got to walk in, right? It did talk directly to her, so I'm sure it's supernatural. Of
course
fine.
it is.
Everything's supernatural. The Further can do anything.
That's right. Apparently it can. Is that mine that does that? No, not mine.
Sounds like an XLR, but
No editor or edit. That's our code when we're on the clip out. That doesn't do Kevin any good. Just note to Kevin.
Yeah, there is a
cut
buzz.
this part. There's a buzz. We're trying to figure out. Nothing seems to be causing. It just popped in.
And there it goes.
And now
it's gone. So they're trying to wear her down, and as the time, it's becoming obvious that this is exactly what was happening to her mother. at the same, she's snapping.
It becomes obvious to us.
Correct. That is true. Should be a moment where Gemma's like, huh,
Kind of like,
this seems kind of familiar.
My mom.
Remember this.
It's weird that this unrelated thing's happening to me that is making me exactly like my mom.
It's very strange how that works.
I do appreciate a problem I always have with ghosts and demon movies is the thing of like, what are they doing? Just eat her. Why are you not? And you gotta wear her down. And that's all you gotta say. Just
But
they gotta wear her down.
isn't that kind of what they're doing in The Exorcist? Like, aren't they trying to wear Reagan down?
But sometimes they give you the one line that's like, okay, I can understand. Freddy, he has to. The kid's got to be scared of him,
correct,
before he can get his power.
Did you ever see
Freddy vs. Jason?
the Peter Jackson Nightmare on Elm Street movie that was written and they passed on it?
I don't know.
So Peter Jackson writes this movie. This is pre Lord of the Rings, post like
Heavenly Creatures.
all of the others. No, wait, maybe Dead Alive, like post Dead Alive, pre Lord of the Rings.
I would think Heavenly Creatures would be the one that would give him the idea that like maybe they'll take my Nightmare on Elm Street.
Maybe.
Script.
So the deal is that Freddy, the kids on Elm Street have all stopped being afraid of Freddy completely. Like, he's powerless. So they will take Hypnosil to go into the dreams and just fuck him.
That's funny.
And then he gets one completely by accident, and he gets a little bit of the power back, and then he starts, building up to the Freddy that we know and love.
It's like a Rocky montage.
It is like a Rocky montage.
But that's the I think it was The Nun or The Nun 2 was one of the worst. Like, the Nun's just killing some people, and then the main character, they'll just like, blah! And then, woo, that was scary. Like, eat him! What are you doing?
They passed on that script to do Freddy's Dead by Rachel Toledo.
Oh.
Yeah. And then New Line was like, look, we may have screwed up with that nightmare. You want to come back and do Lord of the Rings? And Peter Jackson's like, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess I could do that. So now Gemma is being completely broken down. Elise makes her presence known through Claire, the tattoo artist. So Elise,
no, she just meets her in the further.
so Gemma meets.
And she's like, you got to go find
Elise,
me in the real world.
me in the real world. So I was like, oh, this is before Conjuring 1 again, but it's not, because they reference Dalton and
Elise is such an asshole. There's so many, like, tell her the address. Why are you doing this?
she gives her the book, and then when this random book that has all of these sketches, so like when they're flipping through the book, you see the red-faced demon, you see Dalton, you see whatever Patrick Wilson's character, you see all of these different references, but the name of this, it's like 44, and then it's cut off. But Gemma uses her cop boyfriend to figure out where.
Right. What is the book?
I don't know. It was just a book that Elise had.
Did the boyfriend use a flock camera?
Probably.
Maybe at this point.
It
is 1999, so maybe not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or, no, it's 2019.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
starts
starts in 99,
You're right,
and then
you're
it
right,
goes
you're right.
20 years later.
That's right.
Did Elise write in that book? Is she
No, I
scribbling,
think that is Elise's.
Dalton or something?
I think that's the book that we see in The Conjuring 1. Remember when she goes into the further?
No, I don't remember anything.
So when she goes, the only
Remember
way
when
she,
Matt was new and still trying to impress us?
Yeah,
and
right,
he'd come
right,
in
right.
and be like, I watch every
watch
horror
every
movie
Fast
ever
movies.
made.
I've seen
And now
them all.
he's like, I don't remember.
So-
Hey, when I watch all the Fast and Furious, you could have asked me a lot of questions about them. Watched them in a week, and I'd be like, this is cars.
He's like, I think I read a Wikipedia synopsis.
I'll go the distance for real spoilers. I'm not smart. I'm a dumb guy.
I'm almost positive when Elise is alive and goes into the further with the gas mask and all that, she scribbles and draws whatever it is that she's seeing in that when she goes in, because Dalton also would draw.
Right.
So I just assumed that was stuff that she had drawn.
And
Or
the
scribbled.
courier must have taken it into the further.
No, I think Lee Winnell might be the drawer.
Oh.
And like she's relating what she's.
Well, in any case,
either way, there's a book.
just tell her the address.
Correct.
There's no reason not to do that. And then later when she's going, you can take anything into the further. Just
Or
say,
out.
Just do like the whole house.
Yeah, be like, you could just suck them into the house and then take the house in.
Just say it.
It's almost like saying, hey, my mom's name is Martha. Can you help me save my mom?
And I don't know. Maybe Elise is like, I'm dead. None of this matters. I'm just having a little fun with it.
The one I did like the part with the neighbors. When we find out these neighbors who are just like the sweet old neighbors across the street, the husband's kind of a dope, and she's like, I do like the line, I haven't been talking to you for 40 years. I was like, that's a good line, I like it. But like when we see them in the further and like she points up and then like nudges the husband.
Yeah, that was a nice little moment.
Yeah.
Genuinely very funny.
But when Gemma goes into the house, the neighbor's house, because we know that that's where the old creepy people are living, and there's a giant pile of sanitary napkins in the corner. I was like, bleh.
No, it wasn't sanitary.
Diapers.
It was adult diapers.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, oh, it must smell like the Oval Office.
Probably. And then when the cop goes upstairs,
and just if people are like, oh, they're getting political, I think that's cool.
that smells like.
Yeah, I like that about it. Cool people wear diapers or whatever my big flag said at the rally.
If pee in your pants is cool,
Yeah.
call me Miles Davis. That's disgusting. And then when the cop breaks into the attic and the bodies of the neighbors are like surrounded in the diapers, I was like, that's gross. That is gross.
That is gross.
That is
Smart,
gross.
though.
It is smart.
Smart.
Well,
Use what you have on hand.
It depends.
Come on.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
Here,
Sponsored by.
I'm just here for the dad jokes.
So while all of this is going, Gemma is still going to work. The old man, this was the scene where I was like, get me out of this movie. This is disgusting. I don't like it.
Just make it a short film. Beautiful. Perfect.
I got to tell you, though, if you did make this, like this scene by itself would make a very, like, if you put this on YouTube, Hollywood is coming knocking at your door at this point,
It's
trying to
so
get you
good.
to.
And so gross.
It's so gross.
And I will say, I thought it was interesting because you kind of don't know if they're like ghosts or what their deal is.
Right.
And for him to come there and actually be there, and she can't say to her boss or whatever.
It is weird that nobody checks on her. She gets knocked the f out.
Oh.
And she's laying on the floor for what seems like a long time, and nobody checked on her.
Well, that's magic. That's ghost magic. but like, it put her in an awkward position. Like, she can't say, hey, this old guy creeps me out.
Or she could say that he bit me.
But that was later, though. I'm saying him coming in at all.
Oh, I see.
Like, he's just an old guy she's seen before, and she's very scared of him, and he's creepy, but it would be bad for her to be like, this old guy's creepy.
Yeah, right.
She has to do her job. She doesn't know that he's a cult member or anything.
Or that he's possessed.
Is he possessed?
So, yes. So we find out this is so ridiculous. In part 2, when we think Patrick Wilson's acting wonky, right? He is possessed by the person in the black dress.
Right.
There's a scene where he pulls his own tooth out because when Patrick Wilson's body is breaking down.
Foreshadowing.
A little bit.
To our dentist of today.
That's exactly right. That's a callback to part 2. The body starts to decay and like rot from the inside when it's possessed by one of these. Correct. But faster.
Oh.
So he does pull his own tooth out.
Right.
So in this scene, when she finds like a hair and she starts pulling it out and that tooth cracks off, and I was like, oh, well,
Who's he possessed by? I thought they were just cult members.
I'm just like going by their rules.
Yeah, because Elise possesses
because there are teeth like when she's taking the X-rays
Right.
that like are getting further and further out, and he's got a second set of teeth in there.
And I did question. So he's really got a second set of teeth?
I don't know.
X-rays don't lie.
That is the other thing where like she is actively shooting X-rays.
Now, at that
like,
point, I do think she could have been like, you gotta see this.
That's what I'm saying.
That guy got teeth.
Like, look, he's like, there's at least 4 X-rays of like these teeth getting closer and closer. And I'd be like, dude, look at this.
I always want someone in a horror movie, you know, when they're like telling the cop or the authority figure and they're going like, and it's a gorilla with wings. I always want him to go like, look, I know it can't be this, but it looked like a gorilla. It looked like he had 2 sets of teeth. And I'm not saying that's what it is, but they always just go immediate like,
my favorite.
I'm going to sound crazy.
Have you ever read the book, The Exorcist?
No.
So the book, The Exorcist, have you ever read it?
I have.
it does a better job about like walking this line of like,
Is this real or is this not?
she possessed or is she having some sort of mental
Yeah.
break? Like everything,
When
is,
her head spins around, you're like,
everything's like kind of stays like kind of plausible, which I think is creepy.
I think it's better.
It's like,
There's actually
possession of
Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah, but they're actually one of my favorite kind of things is in Phantasm when Mike goes to Jody and he's like, look, that Undertaker is a demon, and Mike's like, this is ridiculous, and Mike shows him the box with the finger in it, and Jody just goes, yeah, you're probably right, and just believes him, like doesn't bat it. He's just like, you're right, this is not. But there is in this one, the cop is like, look, her boyfriend, Gemma's boyfriend, is like, this just like, you're in that house, like you stayed in that house, and he's doing all of these kind of the same thing where he's like, is this really happening? Like, are you like struggling being in that house? And there is a moment, maybe it's when, I don't remember what it is, but he goes, yeah, I'm on board. Like he just accepts that like, yeah, okay, something's not right, and goes along with it.
When the body is when the gross guy's in their bed.
Is that it?
I mean, that's when he really gets on board.
I guess that's true. When he rolls over, he's like, whoa,
and then
okay.
he's like, I'll hide a body. That's
But
fine.
there is like, she even says, she's like, just stay with. He's like, I'll stay with you when you go to sleep, and just kind of accepts it. I do like that he's awake, and you think that like he kind of fucked up and fell asleep.
Oh yeah,
but he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, he was awake the whole time, and you just kind of fell asleep and did your own little thing. So basically, we find out that the goal is this cult leader is trying to use Gemma to bring all of these things out of the further into the real world. And when that happens, it's game over for the world, I guess.
I don't know why they want to be in the real world.
Yeah, he seems he's got a pretty good deal going on in the further, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't. Maybe it's just the
Elise lives there.
be content with being a big fish in a little pond.
Yeah.
You
Correct.
know? Like,
Yeah.
that's not a bad way
make
to
your
live.
money, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's when they first come out, it is gremlins in the bar.
Yeah.
They're just going wild.
Like they're punching holes in walls
Yeah.
and licking plates, and so when we figure out what actually happened is that Gemma's mother, Ygritte, also had this power, and the cult leader latched onto her. So like the scene in the bathroom is like the cult leader was trying to break through, and he's like, there's nothing you can do that's going to stop me. And then she says, watch me, and kills herself. And this is the revelation where if Gemma's mother could do it, that means that the little girl, the daughter, Gemma's daughter, can also do it. And I was like, oh yeah, the neighbor's a part of the cult. That's what we're doing. Like that's the whole, I was like, I've seen this movie a million times. Like this is
Hereditary.
this is yeah, they're all
which is
in
Rosemary's Baby.
it, which is correct.
Yeah.
And
Hereditary was great.
Hereditary is great.
But it's Rosemary's
She
Baby.
deserved an Oscar nomination for that movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, the neighbor's part of the cult. That's what we're doing. I was wrong.
no.
Neighbor,
No.
underdeveloped neighbor person gets her throat slit.
Yeah, it's kind of unnecessary. Like,
It is.
It's mean.
I mean, it's a really roundabout way to get that girl a dog.
Yeah.
You know. So the cult leader ends up.
Jim is not going to let her keep it. They're euthanizing
She
that
couldn't even
thing the
keep it.
next
She didn't
day.
keep the house. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said she'd never let the house go.
And she didn't. I guess she did, kinda.
She did.
Yeah. So now we're back in the house, and the cult leader is now using the daughter as the conduit, and all of these ghosts are coming through. And
A lot of discussion has been had about the cult leader guy barking, being the dog.
he only barks that one time.
I know, and I thought it was fine.
I didn't care.
I thought
about
it was kind of scary.
I mean, like, it's a good moment where.
Well, we all bark sometimes.
That's right.
Well, very sometimes. It's just interesting. You watch a movie or something, you have your thoughts on it, and then a part that you didn't really think much of at all, everybody's talking about and being really split
Correct.
on it.
Or
I'm
sometimes
just like,
you go pee during that part,
oh.
and then it turns out
Still my favorite. Like, this movie's not so bad. What are you talking about?
yeah.
She's hiding in the closet, the little girl with the dog on her lap and trying
Yeah.
to keep the dog quiet. And the cop she can see through the slats, Cop comes in, shoots Cyrus or whatever his name is a couple times.
Cyrus
That's when
the
you
virus.
learn that you can't shoot him to death, which I guess maybe it's cool to be in the real world and be invincible.
But if you're brought back into the real world, why do you have powers still?
Right, and then he does the I hate, and this kind of goes into the like when you're in a CG world, like the further. I don't like that. I don't like when ghosts just do the force push.
Fair. I agree.
Yeah.
Pushes him into.
I think if you're in the further and you push,
it's better.
yeah.
Better.
So here's the trick, though, right? Is if you're in the further, the ghost can actually push the person, and when you see it in the real world, it looks like they're getting pushed across the room. But if you know what I'm saying?
Well, it becomes too like Jedi feeling.
It does,
to me.
yeah.
But he pushes that cop
Through the house,
through or out the door,
through the door, through all the fencing, into the side of a car.
dents the side of the car. The man is paced, except he's not. He's fine.
Yeah.
And then the girl is like looking. The guy's gone now. Cult leader's gone. Oh, where is he? And then, a kind of effective, cool thing, I thought the dog pops up outside. You can see the slats in front of the dog. And you're like, what the heck? And she looks down, and the guy's head is in her lap, and he goes, "Brr, brr, 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 brr." And it's silly, but
It is silly, but it worked.
and I guess one of the powers you get as a ghost outside of the further is you can swap places with dogs.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Did you not know that?
interesting? I didn't know that,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
maybe
But-
Marvel's running out of characters for their big movies. Maybe that could be a guy.
It could be. I
dog
mean, they have the
swapper.
X-Men coming up, so it could be his mutant power.
And the X-Men.
Swapping with dogs.
But you gotta be careful because you could get heartworms.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
the
yeah.
heartworms stay.
It's a good
Yeah.
point. That's the drawback. Is you got to hope you hop into a dog that doesn't
does
have.
not.
That's the
heartworms.
end of the movie, is that he doesn't have the veterinary records for this dog, but that's the only. It's on the other side, and it's the only way
right.
that he can save him.
He can't go in, he can't enter the dog park.
The dog park.
Yes.
The dog further.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
Further.
Oh.
So this entire time, Gemma is in the further with Elise, and they're trying to lead Cyrus to the back to this other red door that you do see in the last one, where
when Elise goes, actually no, this franchise can go on forever.
she
Every
goes,
time
when
you solve
one
it.
when one red door closes, another one opens. It's like, what? All right.
So don't worry, don't worry.
And then it pans over to a poster of a cat hanging onto a branch. It says "Hang in there."
Hang in there.
Also, eventually, right? They're gonna have to do something where like the actress that plays Elise is gonna die.
Lynn
I
Shay
know,
is great.
I'm
Like,
not trying to be
she's-
morbid, but I was thinking the same thing. Like she's such the glue, like story to story.
She's been in every
Right.
movie.
Yeah,
Are
she's
they-
the only
every
one at this point who's been in all of them. Those other two guys had been, I think, all of them
Dalton and Pat,
until this one, right?
they were in 1, 2, 5.
He's talking about
Skip and Twitch?
Jizz and Tweak or what?
Yeah.
No, they were not. Like, they show up like at the end of 4.
They're in a bunch of them.
They're in 1, 2, and 4.
She meets him, right? In
Yeah.
4 or something.
Yeah.
It's not 3.
It might be 3, but then 4, I don't know. So yeah, so this is the, they're trying to find these protectors of these people who are standing in front of all the old people. Like, they're putting themselves to sleep and putting themselves into the further to stop them from getting to the door. They find 2 of them. I love that the cop is just like tasering them to get them to wake up. They finally find the old guy who is just like zonked himself out so hard that the cop can't wake him up. Elise ends up taking possession of the guy in the real world, which I thought was a fun little, they're like, get the daughter out of here so we can pull more ghoulies out of the further. And they're the old guy's like walking away out the door, and the cult leader goes, "Hey, what are you doing?"
What? No.
And like, the old man turns around and just goes, "Helping." And then it pans to the mirror, and it's like, oh, it's Elise taking possession of this body. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. I don't know why you didn't do that from Jump Street if we're saying that you could take possession of anybody.
I liked, so she's like,
What did you ever need a courier
Yeah,
for?
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Elise tells Gemma, she's like, we're gonna go in and we're gonna go through the red door and then we're gonna lead him so far, and then the woman in Grapefruit's gonna whisper and then you'll be able to find your way back. And it feels very like
This
physical.
grapefruit scene we have not addressed.
It is the it's the
so
worst.
dumb.
It's so dumb.
It is so dumb. She has her whole plan, and she like built a little model of the home.
Correct.
And then she's got these grapefruits.
So they say that like
that she's-
grapefruit skin is like if you're gonna train to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
It's the most.
That's what she says.
Yeah,
And
I don't know that
and
that's
she
entirely
like
true.
tattooed very intricate faces of all the characters on.
And then so much extra black
yeah,
around the
Yeah.
portrait, you know,
Like,
like
right.
all that time to fill
like
that
first,
in.
and the grapefruit added nothing. Like she's like, you cut this in half, but then this, and I'm like,
Your
this is a-
astral, your body will be here, but your astral
like,
possession thing will be here.
This is a very simple theory. I don't need visual aids.
Yeah.
You want me to get that guy through the door,
Right.
far enough into the door that then he
And then
loses
we'll close
track,
the door behind them.
and then I'll listen to you and come back, and then we're gonna close the door.
You're not getting it. Let me get the lemons.
and
Get the lemons.
and then it's like, well, why wouldn't you just like maybe if you're gonna go the grapefruit route,
Right.
just like write their name on them in Sharpie.
Yeah.
It's I don't need this Wall Street Journal style.
Isn't there something in Poltergeist where he writes on an orange and then throws it through the door?
I think so to prove it's the same orange coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
more Poltergeist.
It was just so dumb.
And,
Yeah, it
and
was-
they're
that was
like,
dumb.
hey, this is a world-ending event, and we got to do this. She's like, okay, I just need to stop by the store. What? No,
we have to do this
we have
now.
To do
Trust me,
this.
you're gonna love this.
This,
oh, also, I need to stop by Hobby Lobby because I have also an associated craft project.
Correct. That
Along with the produce.
also needs to be done.
You guys probably don't know what a door looks like, so I'll have to make a little cardboard.
I'm
and-
gonna make like a drawbridge of a door where I can throw the grapefruit
Yeah.
through.
It's gonna go both ways.
Correct.
gonna
It's
need
got to
some-
swing.
paint
Yeah.
because the door needs to be painted red. Because if I
Correct.
just tell you
It's a red door.
it's gonna be a red door,
You won't understand.
it won't stick in your mind in
Correct.
the same way. I'm just like, she had to spend like
There's a lot of time on
like
that
8 or
project.
10 hours putting this all together
Oh yeah.
for be like run through the door and then we'll close it behind you. Got it.
Got it.
And so they got the plan, and I thought it was very like you just keep going, but there's a very funny vibe where they're walking through. And look, I can accept that. Well, you're just going deeper into the memories and things like that. You're not like actually leading him
Correct.
physically, but it felt very funny that. It felt to me like Elise was just being like a voyeur. Like she's going like, oh, crazy, your mom's doing it. Oh, sick. Oh, man. That does look sad.
Yeah, man, that's messed up. But then I was like, oh, okay, we're bringing the mom back. Nope. If we're telling me that we can bring things out of the further,
They can't, right? That's kind of like in a Marvel situation where like Tony Stark's so smart and he can do all this stuff, but like he can't cure cancer.
correct.
You know what I mean? You can't have this movie now
The
where
professor could never get them off the island.
Right.
Right. Like that's-
Superman couldn't stop anything that he wanted to without no pushback whatsoever.
right. Well, and just that now we're in a world where dead people, you just bring them back through.
Right.
And I think you can.
They
but
did.
They can't do it.
They brought all the dead people back,
right.
except for the good ones.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
except for the one that would make sequels easier.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, we're going to I thought for sure
You want to guess how old Lin Shaye is?
78.
82.
Oh,
82.
okay.
She looks damn good for 82. Like she like
Is her brother's Bob Shaye?
I don't know who Bob Shaye is.
Bob Shaye was the owner
her
of New
brother.
Line.
Oh. My
Like,
apologies.
I don't know.
Bob Shaye was like the head of the New Line studio, New Line Cinemas. He was that's why she's in Nightmare on Elm Street. She's the teacher in Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm almost positive it's her sister. He is her brother. That's how I meant to say that.
I'd take her to Whataburger. If you know what I mean.
So all of at this point the daughter has been rescued and is out of the house. All of the ghosts are inside the house, and Gemma has closed the door.
I guess they're just waiting for cult leader to say, "All right, go on,
Go get 'em."
And they're punching through the house is cracking apart.
Yeah, well, it's cracking apart because she's starting to Because
is that already okay?
Elise says if you clear your mind, you can do anything. And I was like, okay,
and then,
fuck off.
And then
but like,
Gemma goes, like what? Like, what
Yeah,
do you mean?
what do
It's
you
just
mean?
like, well, I think you'll
like
see.
juggling. I've always wanted
to be
juggle.
a good juggler.
Ooh,
Yeah, see,
close-up-
I'm sure I'll figure
close-up
it out, but-
magic. I've always wanted to do close-up magic. Can I do that?
No, at least I'm sure I'll figure it out. But like, wait, what if I don't? Why don't you just
Yeah,
go ahead and
can you just
me?
tell me what I can do?
Well,
Maybe you'll figure it out. So now that all of these ghosts are in there, Gemma realizes that she can move things into the further. So she transports the house into the further, thus bringing everybody back in. All the ghosts are back in the bad place, except for Gemma, who's laying on. I was like, oh, this is the sacrifice. Like, okay, but Gemma's alive and on the ground.
well, she's a courier. Maybe that's how it works.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. She just fell asleep.
The body stays.
The body stays. But there's a giant hole in the ground. Here's the thing. These movies, for the most part, you could contain them, right? Like Dalton's family have had this experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has experienced this.
There are no other like mainstream witnesses.
Correct.
And so if anyone else would hear the story, it would be like
What a wild story.
What a wild story. It's probably not true.
Yeah.
Or there are explanations. Like whenever you hear a paranormal story. But when the house just disappears.
Not only does the house disappear,
Yeah.
you've got the neighbor's house across the street with what I assume to be 2 dead bodies, a lot of used diapers, and these people
probably would have had those anyway.
maybe.
Yeah.
The 3 cult members are dead.
They're
in there.
no, I think they're arrested. Aren't they
I thought
arrested?
I thought Cult Man sliced their throats.
Oh, he did. You're right. He says your job was
one swipe.
He goes, your job was so easy, and I was like, was it easy? I don't feel like it was. I feel like they did a pretty good
Seemed
job
difficult.
for
And then
what they did.
they had to make that dentist appointment.
Yeah,
And then also like
it's hard to get into a dentist.
killing them. It didn't seem so bad. Just hang out in the further with you.
Yeah,
now you're
yeah,
stuck with
now
them.
you're stuck with them, right? But yes, now there is a whole ass house.
I was also wondering when that guy went to the dentist. I'm like, so does he have insurance? How is this?
That's a valid question.
Maybe
That was a
the
valid
cult
question.
leader's like, you got to
He used Medicaid.
I mean,
Maybe.
they just hand it out to anybody thanks to Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
No, seriously, thank you. I'm glad that happened. Yeah, like it's one thing if the house explodes. You could say, oh, it was a gas leak. It was this. This house
They were
is
making
just,
meth.
Right, anything. This house is just gone.
Somebody had Mexican
I
for
couldn't-
dinner.
Also, the basement,
I couldn't
got
understand
filled,
the
I guess.
floor at all.
no.
Like we know there's a basement.
We do?
Did they go down there? Right?
They go to a garage.
Oh.
But they're in Pittsburgh, and I feel like Pittsburgh isn't like Texas or California.
That's a garage where they're putting all the.
Yeah, it was a garage.
Swear she said go down in the base. Did you get this out of the? Probably said garage. Probably said garage.
But yes, it's not like the house exploded. It just is gone. Like the studs are still there,
Right.
So
And the slab it was sitting on.
is all still there. So good. And your
Boy,
boyfriend is
I
a
do
cop.
feel like when she was digging through that stuff, you saw him walk downstairs. But
Maybe I thought it was a
don't-
garage.
or just no, I think it was just an unused room. It was a massive house.
That's true.
Yeah.
But boy, that sure seemed like a house that would have had a basement.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if I'm wrong and it wasn't a garage,
Yeah.
where's the basement?
Right.
It should be a hole.
Maybe it doesn't have one.
It should be a hole if there's a
The
basement.
whole movie takes place in New Orleans.
Um,
I mean, I would guess, but what are you gonna do? You go, that house is gone. I guess it's ghosts. I mean, I guess.
But
it's
how
just
do
a
you
weird-
explain that?
It's going to raise questions.
They're going to prison, certainly. But
you would
I
think, the HOA is going to follow.
Yeah,
Where
right,
is your
right,
house?
right. Where is your house?
You have to have a house
Right.
on the property.
Correct.
You're
Explain
gonna be
to me
fined.
where your house went.
This is not a vacant lot owners association.
Right.
The H stands for house.
Where is it? Where did it go?
Cough it up.
Yeah, we want it back.
And then the cop
And
goes,
then-
she took it into the
and
further.
then Gemma's like, I mean, if you want me to bring it back, I'll bring it back, but you ain't gonna like what's in it.
It's
Look,
full of
the
weirdos.
bylaws of the HOA agreement clearly says
You're not allowed to do ghostly stuff.
no supernatural portals are allowed. And you can't build a freestanding structure in
It
the
makes
backyard.
me think
Yeah.
of that Simpsons episode. That's the ripoff of Poltergeist when Lisa throws like an orange through the thing, and a note comes back that says, "Stop throwing your trash in our dimension." And so yeah, that's how it ends. Is everybody's the little girl who has witnessed. That little girl is destroyed for the rest of her life. Not only did she witness her mother go through what seems to be a mental break, she also witnessed her neighbor get her throat slit by a demon.
Gemma turned out fine. And
Did she?
and she has a dog now,
She does have a dog
which
now.
they're taking to put that thing
yeah,
down
they're
next
not gonna
day.
keep
They're
that
gonna
dog.
keep it.
Gemma even says, I'm not
So-
gonna
Put it on Facebook Marketplace for a week, and then
So share with us the end credit scene that
Sure.
that I did not wait around for.
So, we saw earlier when Gemma was knocked out in the dentist office, there was a dentist, a ghost dentist, that was going to drill on her teeth. Off. No, thank you. But the cult leader's like, not yet. You can have her later.
Okay.
So after the ghost gets sent back to the further, and Gemma says, "Looks like you broke your promise," and they all tear into the cult leader.
Right.
why aren't they mad at him?
Because he promised them that
But
they
he
were going
did
to
it.
get
But
out.
their plan worked really well. All they got to do is like, well, cool. So it does work. We just need to find another courier.
Correct.
We've found
I did-
3 so far.
So the
You tell me anyone's gotten closer than him to getting them out of there?
he got him out.
I didn't even know they wanted to get out until this movie. And
So it's the cult leader wakes up in a dentist chair, and the dentist walks up on him with a drill and starts drilling into his teeth, and it ends with the cult leader screaming into the further, and that was the post credit sequence. And I was like, all right, we had to get more teeth stuff in there. Cool.
I thought they ate him. I thought that was the implication.
That was definitely the implication.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, but you implied it's the implication.
What's the implication?
It's the implication.
Rhodes, is that what's the?
It is
Day,
Rhodes.
Day of the Dead. Sorry. Where he
Well,
gets
I think
pulled.
there's also a guy in Dawn of the Dead that
guess-
gets torn
I
apart.
guess George really likes doing that.
It is Rhodes that gets choke on him.
And he gets higher and higher.
No, that's
A different guy.
Yeah, I think. Look, they tried to do something different. They tried to like expand this universe. I think Tom hit it squarely on the head when Insidious it's the snake eating its own tail at this point. When Insidious came out, it was like, oh,
This is fresh and
this is
different.
new.
Yeah.
And now we're at Insidious 6, and something fresh and new has already come out, and Insidious is trying to play catch up. And I don't know how much meat is left on this bone. I mean, as much as they can. Do we know what this made? Out of curiosity, it is a Blumhouse movie, so
I think I saw the budget was $18 million. I don't know what the box office was. Hang on, I'm looking. Looks like it made about $25 million over the weekend.
Okay.
So like
it's breaking even right now.
I mean it made it back its budget plus in
Yeah.
the first week. There's
Right.
no shame in that game.
I like the horror movie idea of just, hey, it's just a scary thing, and we did it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like not everything's got to be the best movie. of all time.
a groundbreaking thing.
It's kind of why I wish this wasn't connected to a franchise so hard. Like Insidious is. That's what this is called.
Insidious.
This is. I legitimately could not remember if this was Insidious or
Insidious,
Sinister.
yeah. Which again, we talked about this. Sinister. So you've got The Conjuring, James Wan. You've got Insidious, also James Wan, and then you've got Sinister, which isn't tied to anything, but it is also a haunted house
Right.
movie. Like they had the 3 of those back to back.
But I would be, if these were more anthology style, and like, sure, maybe it's all the further and it's all kind of the same rules, but
Yeah,
you know, if you could just go in going, I don't need to know anything.
you could have Elise being your connective tissue as like
I'm saying
your quote unquote crypt keeper, if you not because she's old, but because that's you know.
There we go.
I legitimately am saying, get her out. Everyone is fresh. Because the feeling of, to me, to go see these is like, oh, cool, scary movie. I just want to kind of be scared with a competent thing. But then I also felt very much like I needed to watch a refresher, and those seem to be two disparate vibes.
You know who did this really well is Stephen King, which is no joke. But like, just because Danny and
Sure.
Jack have Jack has The Shining. Don't tell me that he doesn't. You're full of. He 100% has The Shining. That's why he was a drunk, is he was trying to block it off. It's fine. But you see other people in his world also have The Shine, but they're not tied to The Shining. Like, they just have the power to do that.
Yeah,
so I think
fun
having
little nods and things like that, sure, but
I think if you just say that, like, other people can be.
So what you're saying is the way they should handle this is just they should just be arguably the greatest horror writer of all time, and then everything.
Yeah,
will be
I don't think it's
okay.
arguably.
why did
I
they
think
choose
he
not
is.
to do that?
I'm just saying, like, he has introduced this concept that other people have The Shine that are
Yeah.
not tied to Danny and Jack.
We've been kind of making fun of this movie, but I have to say, in all fairness, there is a lot to like in this movie.
I think there's
and-
more.
and I
a
think
lot more than the last one.
yeah, and the horror sequences, the actual when they're like, "Here's what you came for," they're very well done.
Jump scares are good.
Jump scares are good.
It's a little haunted house
yeah,
fun thing.
but yeah, it is kind of getting bogged down by its own mythology. I don't know why it's set in 2019. I guess maybe something happened in the last Insidious that they figured if they set it in the present day, that because normally when you set a movie a long time ago, it's so you don't have to like deal with like smartphones, like you're trying to avoid some sort of modern technology that would just completely derail your movie.
Right.
But 2019 doesn't accomplish that. So like
I don't remember when that. Oh,
it's got to tie into one of the other stories that like, oh, well, if we did it after this point chronologically in the series, then this other thing had happened.
it would have to
so-
tie back to 5 because 3 and 4 are prequels.
Yeah.
So like 1 and 2 and 5,
Right.
1, 2, 5 are connected.
Yeah.
3 and 4 are not really, but that's you know.
But yeah, so like the story gets a little wonky.
Yeah.
But like if you have liked the other Insidious movies, I definitely think there's enough here for you to enjoy the movie.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
It's like the last one. I was like, don't bother. This one, I'd be like, if you've liked the other ones, you're gonna be reasonably entertained.
It's a pretty good course correction from that last one. You're like, oh, we're done.
yeah.
Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah, and it was really weird. I'm surprised that the box office is as strong as it is, given that I don't feel like there was hardly any promotion for this. Like, we talk about movies all the time, and when I said we should see Insidious this week, there was serious debate among us about, is this like a Fathom anniversary re-release?
Sure.
The group chat was talking about seeing a little art house horror movie or a movie that had come out
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because none of us knew that Insidious was coming out.
And that's like this is
It's a big
major
franchise,
especially in the horror world. And so like I'm happy for them that they did $25 million this week. That seems like a good amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like they seem to have put little, if any, effort into the marketing.
I wonder if they, Spider-Man did what it did and kept doing it, like, it made crazy money.
Yeah.
They gave us that week off with the right-wing rom-com.
Right.
So I do wonder if it's like it's the dregs of summer is over.
Yeah.
Kids are back in school. Like, we'll just throw it out here now and see.
And then it can hit VOD in time for Halloween.
Exactly.
Oh,
We'll make
that's
the real
exactly.
money.
'Cause I was
We'll
gonna
make the
say,
real money then.
I
Yeah.
actually don't know. I mean, horror movies surely do better around Halloween, right?
You know what? You say that, but then Obsession does what Obsession does, and
Yeah,
Backrooms does what Backrooms does.
But
in the summer.
but this is so Halloween.
I would
this
agree.
Is like
Yeah, like
haunted
those
house.
Obsession and Backrooms aren't really haunted house or aren't really Halloween type movies.
I would agree with
right,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was and
That
my guess
makes
is there's
sense.
there's probably a bigger one coming out, and so
Sure.
you'll have a very brief window, and so
Yeah.
they're probably like letting the bigger one do that, and then because we see this a lot too of like you get a rush of a horror movie or two about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks before Halloween, so it can have its theatrical window, and then it hits VOD just in
And then
time
it
for
blows
Halloween.
up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they get that. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that. Let's rent that.
We can rent that
for Halloween.
and
$8 or
and you
whatever.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should rent Insidious.
Insidious. That is a missed
We were
opportunity.
it happened to be in theater 10 to see it, and so it looked
When did
like
you see it?
Friday.
Oh, okay.
And
I
it-
was in theater 10 on Saturday.
I've turned my back on the Alamo.
Yes, son of a bitch.
I've turned my back on the Alamo.
Did
I am a Marcus Rewards
Oh,
member.
okay.
I like the AMC A-list where I pay like $24 a month and
Yeah.
I can see, 4 movies a week. I see if you see 2 movies a month, you've broke
paid
even.
for it.
So and I see at least 4 a month. So
There's geographical
no, I get that.
reasons.
Yeah.
But on the marquee on the thing it looked like it said Insidious, and I'm like, we gotta get there, guys. We gotta get there.
We have to. We don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
I think they're going to.
And they might.
yeah.
I mean, we're 4 away, and if Saw can do it,
Where's the next Saw?
hopefully never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get another one.
I
You'll
do
always
not
get
like those movies.
You'll always get another
I'm
one.
so bummed. Fast isn't happening. Saw isn't happening.
Wah, wah. But you're gonna get Crystal Lake.
Yeah, but
On Peacock.
that might be good.
I know that's Brian Fuller doing a Friday the 13th prequel.
I want to see things I don't want to see just as much as I want to see things I do want to see.
Well, on that note,
Yes.
I guess let's go around the table and everyone can say where to find them.
Don't look for me. Leave me alone. I've seen these reviews. I've seen these comments, and I don't want that stuff directed my way. So keep.
You get nothing but love.
Well, lately, but when I was too wishy-washy, people got all mad at me.
If you get mad at a movie, then you get love.
Yeah.
People love it when I hate something.
Yeah, we gotta find something else. 'Cause that was,
Okay,
I should do a whole
well,
podcast
choice.
about my ex-wife.
Insidious sucked, and I hated it. And you can find me at Matt F. Bosler all over the internet.
That's pretty good. This is Joe. You can follow me on the Twitter at JoeyButts, BUTTS21, and on all other social medias at the same.
And this is Tom. You can find me on Blue Sky and Threads at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at Facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. Find the show online, Facebook.com/Real Spoilers. While you're there, like the page, join the group, give us all your money at Patreon, and YouTube, I guess. Sure. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's fine.
So anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, Seymour and Audrey move to the suburbs.
Won't say it twice, 'cause we already warned you. Better watch out, it's gonna